All right. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. We are here for the Luigi's Mansion No Out of Bounds tournament of 2025. Today, this is the matchup between Pancakes and Gary. They some fairly high level runners today, so hopefully we'll get to see some fast speedrunning action. But yeah, just to we'll see. We'll just wait a couple more minutes here, but talk about the runners a bit. Pancakes has a very impressive. He literally got this maybe like a week ago, like a 55-58, and Gary has a 59-08. So it's still a sizable difference, but I mean, Pancakes has been actively running this category again, and then that's when he got his like, I'm assuming it's his first 55. So it's like very impressive, especially, you know, given how much we're still finding about ways to go fast in this game. Still finding new tricks and stuff. So yeah, it's like it has to. It does definitely include the Chauncey 1 cycle in Area 1. Okay. I'm just gonna quit out of that so the runners can start whenever they're ready. So yeah, this is elimination round, so Gary is not likely going to be moving on after this, but you know, in this game anything can really happen. Ideally, you would want to see a runner be within a minute of their PB, but there have been times where they could be like 2-3 minutes below their time. And there are definitely moments where you could just have a really crappy like Area 1, 2, and then you pull something together in Area 3 and 4. And that's always really, you know, fun to see. So the runners are starting their timers now. It'll give us a minute here, but yeah, I mean, I'm generally just excited to see what happens in this race. So yeah, whenever Pancakes got his 55, that put him at like 11th on the leaderboards, and he is like the 11th the 11th person to get a 55 in this game. And so he's officially joined the 55 club. So yeah, I guess I'll talk about what these guys do to prepare for a speedrun. They will do this thing where they get their they'll kind of like disable a button on the controller. It's the Y button, which activates the map, and the reason you do that is to skip the map from opening every time you collect a key. So whenever we collect a key from a chest, or any key really, it'll just skip the map from opening, and we can just move on to the next room. Okay, so it looks like I need to delay Pancakes by 1 second. That looks right. Okay. So it might still look a little bit out of sync, but it looks like their timers are synced. That's really all that matters. So yeah, Area 1 is kind of like the tutorial level, but from my experience, it's like a lot of things can go wrong, seemingly without explanation. It's just kind of a thing that happens in this game. Now, I wasn't really paying attention too much, but I think Pancake's got a fast suck-up on the second spawn ghost, and that usually happens when you can try to, like, manipulate the ghost up against a wall, and as you push kind of like up against a wall or a surface, they don't have much wiggle room to, you know, to move, so whenever they're stuck like that, that just kind of gives them the fastest suck-up animation. Alright, so far, they both cleared the anteater room doubles. Unfortunately, Bancake's got a little awkward suck-up there, but it's all good. I mean, minor mistakes like that don't really make the difference right away. It's when we get to Chauncey that, you know, somebody could either pull ahead or nobody, or everybody stays the same. So yeah, we're moving into the hallway here where we get to fight our portrait ghosts. Portrait ghosts in this game, you just have to figure out, it's kind of like solving a puzzle, you just have to figure out what each ghost is vulnerable, it's kind of like what each ghost is like vulnerable to. In this case, we just have to not look at Neville and wait for him to yawn. And also have to dodge the book that is flying towards us. Books are very dangerous in this game. But actually, there are a lot of, like, some useful hints if you read, like, some of the books on the bookshelf in there. It'll kind of tell you a bit about some lore about some characters in this game. But what you do is that, in a casual run anyway, you typically just use the Game Boy Horror to scan the ghosts' hearts, and they'll give you kind of like a bit of dialogue telling you like, oh, I can see you, but you can't see me, or Lydia will be brushing her hair. And here's a cool thing that we've learned to do is, Pancake's having a little bit of trouble, but he can activate the rocking horse and spawn Chauncey in without activating a cutscene from him spawning. We're kind of like standing in a position that's outside of like a trigger, so when we don't touch the trigger, the cutscene doesn't play. And we're able to freely move and grab the ball and shoot Chauncey. In the face. To the face. So, we will see what happens here. This is where we will attempt to be doing the Chauncey 1 cycle here. Gary has a couple second lead, or yeah, maybe like 3 or 4 second lead right now. So if he gets this 1 cycle here... Oh, okay, he's going for 2 cycle. Fair enough. Oh, I think he was... I don't know if that was too early or too late. It might have been too late, but... That's the thing, it's like this... this means Gary has a little bit of a lead because he's doing a faster 2 cycle now. Okay, gang. Gary will get a 549 or 550 Chauncey grab. So that means he's about 10 seconds ahead of Pancakes in coming out of Area 1, so... This is kind of what happens. We're gonna get a little bit of an upset starting off in this race, but you know. I mentioned earlier, like, some unfortunate things can happen in Area 1. But so far, I mean, to be fair, none of them have dropped any ghosts since starting, so I think it's all good for them. So I want to see if, like, Gary probably doesn't do the Shy Guy 6-piece in the ballroom. He'll likely just go for the more consistent or a little bit safer, but not as easy to pull Shy Guy doubles. And we're making our way through these hallways here. We're just pointing our flashlights in the direction, facing them in the direction of ghost spawns. And we will also be entering this room, turning around, and doing a scare skip to spawn all the ghosts. I don't think this will put Pancakes back in the lead unless he gets, like, early release and Gary doesn't. Oh, but he misses one. Okay, so... not as punishing as, like, losing all of the ghosts. Unfortunately, that white one was just a little too far away. Oh, looks like Gary gets early release. And that poison shroom is hunting him down. And on Pancake's side. Oh, and Pancakes doesn't get early release, so Gary now has a much larger lead now. I think he's like 20 seconds or close, around 15, 20 seconds ahead. Oh, and there's another poison shroom. Oh. It's okay, he can still go for the poster cutscene skip if he wants to. I'm sorry, poster skip, whatever. Early poster release. Yeah, it's just a little bit awkward, but it's all good. And we'll get to see what their times are when they hit the button. So yeah, so far RNG is not doing Pancakes any favors, but it is so far just based on, like, better execution on his side. So that was a 9:55 button boo release. Okay, so Pancakes is almost like 15 seconds behind right now. So the tides are going to probably start changing when we go into catching the boos. Sometimes the RNG can range between really good and really bad, or just average. And ideally, when we start, we'll go into the parlor room, and ideally we'll want to halfway suck off the tablecloth. And when we catch a boo and, you know, suck up the tablecloth at the same time, then it kind of forces the game to skip a cutscene. And Gary is in the position to set himself up for a cutscene skip here. It'll skip a bit of dialogue from EGAD talking about the first boo that Luigi collects. And saves like, it's about an 8-second cutscene or something. And he gets it, let's go. And pancakes as well. Alright, looks like RNG is not quite the same, but the fact that they both got the EGAD text box skip. And Pancakes can make a little bit more time up here because he got the boo from the that shoe rack there. So let's see, he was in 12:10 at the ballroom. So yeah, Pancakes is about like 7 to 8 seconds behind right now. But I mean, overall, I mean, like, so far, execution from these runners has been pretty good. No complaints. Oh, okay, so Pancakes got the same RNG. He only made like a couple seconds from getting a faster boo spawn from the wardrobe room. And after we get 5 boos, we're going to go into this washroom and either open the toilet or vacuum the toilet. Pancakes is a vacuumer, so he can get a couple of extra frames off of saving time over Gary. Hey, those 2 frames definitely count for something. But yeah, it gives you a key to unlock this door to the fortune teller's room, and we'll be grabbing this item here after we clear this mirror room. The gimmick here is that these grabber ghosts will be invisible, and you are meant to use the mirror to help you see them, but we know exactly where they're going to spawn, and we're intentionally getting grabbed by these ghosts so we can knock them away to set up for a double. So far so good, just need to have the perfect boo RNG. Yeah, it's actually playing out so good for both of these runners right now in terms of RNG. Uh-oh. Okay, he did not make a beeline for the door, but he wanted to. There have definitely been moments where that boo can just run out and you have to solve the fire puzzle to get out. And then you'll have to revisit the mirror room again after getting Clairvoya in Area 3, so it does take up some time. Alright, they both got the candles to get the key to spawn, and it looks like they'll both have very similar butler cycle here. The nice benefit to what we did to skip what is it? To skip the whole fire medallion and puzzle in the mirror room is that we reset the mansion, and that also resets the butler cycle. So it'll always be the same when you re-enter the mansion. Alright, getting grabbed here, getting that double. Hopefully getting this laundry room. Well, we didn't get the cutscene skip, but that's okay. As long as both runners can make the butler cycle work and activate the mouse hole. The mouse hole will be useful for us to skip another text box from EGAD. Uh-oh, having some trouble finding the boo radar. I think he might have switched, but I'm not sure. Oh, and just like that, Pancakes is catching up. I think he might have just got up to... Oh, did he just get bonked? I think he did. Oh, I just realized. So Gary's on English. Okay, so yeah, that puts Pancakes in the lead now, but I didn't realize Gary was on English because what just happened? Oh, but Pancakes loses the triple or the quad to Bats. Oh, okay. Gary's the English specialist, but yeah, that basically means he can't do the text box, the skip through the mouse hole. You can only, I think it's only exclusive to Japanese version. And it's like, dude, I didn't even notice, like, there's a bit of difference. Oh, Pancakes actually got another text box skip there. But yeah, there's an interesting thing about English compared to Japanese. It's actually faster to play on English when going for any percent, because there's generally just less text boxes you have to scroll through in Area 1 compared to English. So let's see, is that like almost about 3 to 4 second lead for Pancakes right now? So I think Melody is playing Mario Brothers 3 theme for Pancakes as well. Yep. Okay, going for the suck up and burn, and Gary's gonna burn all the sheets down. I think it was a little bit faster for Gary to do that, so... Alright, how's the RNG going to be for them? Oh, alright, so far it's looking good for Gary. I think he could have opened up that chest first and then grabbed the boo. So yeah, Pancakes will maintain his lead, but yeah, if you can try to open the chest and then grab the boo, you can be set up to simultaneously grab the boo and the key together. Okay, it's a 1929 and a 1933. Okay, so we're about 4 seconds apart. It's been very close since the start. So this is a very interesting run to watch. Okay, unfortunately Gary does not get the ideal RNG. Oh, he is not getting... Yeah. Yeah, that lost him a lot of time there. It would have been much better, or it would have been at least a bit better if he was in the tablecloth on the left. And there was a way to set up another tech skip there in that room if they choose to halfway suck off the tablecloth in there. So, Pancakes is going to be heading into Bogmire first. I'm going to switch to him. Alright, Pancakes gets the double. setting up the double for that room, or for the bones, are like, oh, but Gary did a faster double. I did not expect that. He's going for that task double that like Jove and I think Pablo do. So that was crazy. I was not expecting that for him. Now, I mean, we could try to figure out what the optimal way, or what the consistent way. Now, if we could try to figure out a consistent way to spawn Bogmire closer to Luigi, because you do have to be very particular about the angle that you hold and how far you hold it. I think... Oh, it's gonna break off. Alright, well, it's not over yet, so let's not count any... Let's not count Gary out just yet, you know. They've been both playing very close to each other at this point, so... Gary's just been facing some, just a little bit of unfortunate luck in the later half of Area 2. But, you know, it's still anybody's game at this point. I'm just kind of glad it's not, I'm just kind of glad that it's not, like, super one-sided at this far in the run. Kind of going through our ghosts, converting into paintings. They're kind of have a ranking system based on, like, you know, how well you catch each ghost. I don't exactly remember. It's mostly relevant in the 100% category, but getting gold portraits means you did 90%. You got 90% of a ghost's health, and you have like 90 HP when you fight the ghost, I think. Don't quote me on that. I haven't played the category in a long time, so I don't remember, but the main part is that you want to get the big pearl from each ghost when you're doing 100%. And we find out that Chris Pratt has been trapped inside a painting. Luigi, get me out of here! I don't really do a Chris Pratt impression. I don't really know what he sounds like. Or I do, I just haven't practiced with what he sounds like. Alright, getting the letter here, we are going to be trying to scare skip or avoid getting scared by some of those bomber ghosts that spawn in from the trees. Oh, Pancakes, I think just... Oh, no, he gets it. That water trigger, or that put out trigger kind of looked a little delayed. Alright, so he's setting up for another text skip here with the boo, and he might be able to spawn it right here. Oh, and he gets the spawn. So he wants to grab this boo here, get this tablecloth. Oh, but he pulls it off too quickly. That's actually a really tricky, you know, tech skip to get. Now it looks like Gary gets the same RNG setup here. If he, let's see. Oh, and he gets the same exact RNG. Let's go. I'm honestly very surprised how similar their RNG has been throughout the run. So yeah, so far, I mean, getting text cuts, getting text skips early on doesn't save too much time right away. It'll maybe save you a couple seconds every time, but when we get into like Area 3 and you collect 15 boos, after 15 boos, or maybe after like Nana's boo, I forget, but at some point you will get longer texts from EGAD about like information about the mansion and certain ghosts. Okay, looks like looks like the boost switch in a more favorable position, but that freaking the freaking vacuum was targeting the stupid pearl off to the side, because of course it does. Okay, so there's like 3 places this boo can go into. One of 3 places, maybe 4, I'm not sure. Okay, it goes back into Nana's, so that's what we want. Okay, yeah, Gary's playing it safe, that's good. He's gonna grab this key with the boo. So I don't think that changes anything yet, but... or it might actually put them to... They're synced. Oh yeah. Oh, they're synced up. Let's go. Okay, so I will mention Area 3 is like the most cursed area in the game, in my opinion, because of stuff like this can happen. But I will probably say it kind of makes up for it that they're both in sync right now. At least, you know, a couple seconds apart. But still, that was amazing. Alright, so Pancakes is gonna do the triple here. And I think Gary's gonna do the same thing. Hopefully, yep. Alright, so do these runners go for the boo first? Oh, Pancakes got the decoy hit. Hit by the bomb there. Yeah, I think they're about 1 second apart. Yeah, they're a second apart. Oh man, this is crazy. Alright, so if we can get these moonshots together. Hey, there we go. Yeah, the aiming is very deceptive. It is not clear on how you're supposed to what angle you're supposed to be facing to get the shot. I'm very glad at least Pancakes didn't have too much trouble dealing with Nana's boo, because it could have gone either into the altar or into the anterior room back in Area 1. And as like a thing that some people do as optional, sometimes optionally we can also just go for the moonshot first and then grab the boo later. I noticed that it kind of messes with the boo cycle, changing their spots whenever you come back. But I suppose that's only something can do if you want to try to, if you're intentionally wanting to change their positions, so it could be get a faster spawn or something like that. Because oftentimes, like, there will be moments where the boo just spawns into the candles, and you will have a kind of a hard time reading the radar correctly, because there's just way too many objects in that room. But both runners get, I think, both of them get the triples. And Pancakes gets the best RNG in this scenario, but Gary is having a hard time trying to find him. Is he going to get the... Yep. Hey, Pancakes just got funny text. So funny text is when you pick up the glove without activating the text box and saving, save warping to re-enter the mansion. So when you re-enter the mansion, it'll just play the text of you grabbing Mario's hat. Or glove. Not hat. We already have the hat. No mirror warping. You can be... Oh, and Pablo's watching too. Uh-oh. I think Gary is... Okay. Gary is good. He did not let the boo run away. And he still gets to fire. Good. You can sleep now, Pablo. Alright, what's gonna be the RNG for Pancakes here? Not very good. I don't think it was the worst RNG. Oh, I think but it was kind of bad. Or kind of slow. Oh, but Gary gets the best RNG possible. And I think Pancakes is going to be trying to go for this double setup here. Oh, this was like the best case scenario for him. So yeah, that double definitely makes up for the bad RNG. Alright, so a lot of these boos now are gonna... Oh, no. Just let the boo escape. Let the boo escape. I think it would have been better to let the boo escape there. Or, I don't know. So when you get hit by a poison shroom, you are unable to do anything small for about 10 seconds, I believe. So yeah, that was very unfortunate. But yeah, with boos having more HP, we have to what is it? Man, he is not having... Yeah, unfortunately these runners are not getting good RNG in these rooms right now. But at least Gary gets the boo ball in the camera. Just a nice little troll from the boo. But yeah, the whole thing about R pumping in this game is that we have a limited amount of R pumps that we can do per boo. It goes up to 15, which is like 15 hit stuns per boo. And after we exceed 15, then the boo will run away. And you can't do as much damage. And also, ideally, we want to try to one-cycle them, because if they run off into like a dark room or a hallway, then you can't really do damage, or rather, you can't actually catch them in a dark area. Regardless if they have 0 health, even. Thanks, Nintendo. Okay, so I don't know exactly how far apart these runners are, so I guess we'll see once they catch Clairvoya, but they have not been, like, further apart than, like, maybe 20-30 seconds. which is honestly really crazy. So yeah, this is another one of those benefits that you get with Japanese, is that there's less text scrolling on Japanese for clairvoyance dialogue. Okay, so ideally the Boo is hiding in the... Oh, good. Yeah, I will keep saying this. It seems like on average, Pancakes and Gary have been getting relatively the same RNG. Mario! And it looks like he might get the same RNG in this room too. Oh, looks like he does. Just needs to grab this Boo and then get the key. And thankfully, we did not forget to grab the ice here. Because that would have been detrimental if we just went up to Safari and not grabbed the ice. It's definitely not speaking from experience in a tournament race. But yeah, there's going to be a neat trick that we can do with the elementals in this game. You can shoot an elemental as a ghost spawns. And that basically gets rid of their elemental protection. And it also saves time because you don't have to watch the animation of them getting burned or frozen. And let's see, is the Boo hiding in the chair? Yes, he is. Okay. I wasn't sure if I heard the Boo cackle right there, so he might have switched into that room, or into that chair. Alright, looks like Pancakes is setting up to do sidestep mode while walking, because it's not faster, it's just for... it's just setting up for blackout much later. After we fight Bulasas. But yeah, it's just a meme. It's an inside joke. We don't actually use sidestep because it's faster. It's just more consistent to go through the blackout section. Now, I know Gary hasn't activated it yet, but... we will just wait until we get to blackout. It's possible that Gary might know how to do Pythagoras skip, but... I don't know if he personally does or not. So right here's the one cycle, hopefully we'll get with this ice shot here. Oh, it looks like he got all but 2. Okay. But thankfully the Boo did not go out of bounds from the battlefield. But this guy is giving him a little bit of trouble, but that's okay. We baited the charge. Oh, Gary's Boo is acting a little weird. Uh-oh, yep, okay. And I think the ice ghost... And I think the ice ghost just tried to go out of bounds for Gary. And this is not a good looking spread from the Boos. Yep, so he has to do a 2 cycle here. Oh, hey, he gets the, I've never seen Bulasas get punctured like that. Oh, dude, yeah. Okay, we can still get this 2 cycle here. But yeah, when the Boos have less than like 5 boos or something, or around 5 boos, their AI tends to mess with you a lot. They're way more aggressive, and they're just overall harder to deal with. And you can't really shoot them with the ice until they charge at you from behind. It doesn't usually work until... it usually doesn't work when you're facing the boos, so you just have to wait for them to get behind you and charge you to bait them. And that's generally about the only time you can freeze them. Otherwise, you'll just be randomly, taking blind shots with your ice balls, and it can work sometimes. And they're pretty, those are pretty epic moments that you can get from like a random straggler. So yeah, Pancakes, since he's doing sidestep, he won't be going for Pythagoras skip, probably, in the, maybe you can, I don't know if you can do Pythagoras skip with sidestep. I suppose you could. But I'm not aware if anybody's ever done that before. Alright, so here we are in the blackout. We're gonna try and, yeah, we're gonna try and, avoid getting scared, because this is a different, mansion, we're in. Alright, Gary activated sidestep here, but... yeah, this is a different mansion that we're in, and the ghosts... there's a lot more ghost spawns that we want to try to avoid. Oh, looks like... okay! Pancake's showing me that, yes, you can do Pythagoras skip with sidestep mode. Alright, thanks for answering my question there. And took a few seconds for Grimly to show his heart, but that's okay. So yeah, was I saying anything about anything? Yeah, Pythagoras skip is like going straight to the door from the left side of the table instead of going around the table to the door. Yeah, like what Gary's doing here. Oh, unfortunately he gets scared. He loses about a second from getting scared, but it might not matter too much because at this point, Grimly is showing his heart as we enter the wardrobe room. Alright, looks like Pancakes is setting up for Breaker Brew 1 cycle. This is considerably the hardest Boo to 1 cycle in the game. Outside of King Boo, obviously, but... looking good so far, but is it going to be enough? Nope. Unfortunately, the first drag that he did was not enough to help him get that 1 cycle needed. So this, I don't think Gary goes for 1 Breaker Boo. Doesn't look like it, so let us pray for the, what is it, Blue hits Bliss, and hopefully the Boo returns to Breaker. Oh, not really. Unfortunately not. So, what's going to happen probably is Pancakes will need to mirror warp from Armory Room once we get to the attic. And he'll just have to take the mirror warp down and clear pipe room boo, or clear, yeah, pipe room. Ideally, he doesn't want to activate the pipe room boo, and instead find the breaker boo. But yeah, I don't believe this will change anything right now. But, you know, Pancakes could also just decide, I don't know if it's, like, better for him not to skip going for clearing pipe room, but technically he doesn't have to get breaker room, he can go for... But the whole point it really is to skip going for Van Gore boo at the very end. Which is a boo you do have to 2-cycle. But first, let's try to get the toy soldiers. It looks like he may try to go for a double here. Hopefully he maintains control. Alright, yes he does. That was very sketchy, but he maintains control. And Pancakes does the Boston Burn strat, I think. I might be wrong on that. What do you mean I don't have that list on my notes? What the heck? Oh. Well, anyway. Unfortunately, Gary gets punched by one of the flash ghosts. Flashes are the purple punchers that have the ice elemental. Alright, well. I'm gonna focus on the run again. So it looks like Pancakes knows how to do the 5-piece here. Oh, but misses the 4th one, or the 5th one. Unfortunate. Things are going not as well for Pancakes right now in Area 4, but just need to keep going, because we'll still need to get that boo in the basement. Alright, gets good RNG. Oh, Gary gets punched by the purple puncher as well. Alright, gets a little bit of information text from EGAD, but it wasn't the Van Gore text, so not as time-consuming. Alright, that... You just need to... Yep, get that. I think that was in the exact same hiding spot with Pancakes' boo. Again, it seems like they keep getting the exact same RNG. Or very similar. So this is an optional room. We don't necessarily have to clear it, but in the case of Pancakes, he wants to get the boo out of this room. Looks like he'll go for the boo first. Oh, and it's Pipe Room. So Pipe Room has like 300 HP, but he's also like the slowest boo. It is actually possible for you to one cycle the boo just by you know, doing boo drags and following the boo around as you're doing damage. But yeah, the boo has a very low run speed. So yeah, that puts Pancakes back in, you know, he is one boo ahead right now, and so that means he just needs to get the final boo in the cold storage. Because yeah, in any percent requirements are you need to get 40 boos in the game. There's 50 of them, but you just need 40 and all the progression keys to get to King Boo's secret altar. Alright. Not bad RNG. Especially for a second try. Alright, is he going to be able to one-cycle this? I think so. Yeah, okay. Alright, Gary, need to figure out where this boo is hiding. Alright, he gets a first try at least. And the pearls are out of the way too, so we don't have to worry about the vacuum locking on. Oh, but the boo escapes because the boo is too high. Yeah, if the boo goes too high, you double cackle, which essentially means you've hit stun the boo twice. For that one R pump. And we tried to prevent stuff like that from happening because if he double cackles, then that means you can't do as much damage in a cycle. And we just want to keep the boo around head level with Luigi's head. Because what happens is that you can double cackle from the boo being too high, or if your vacuum is like inside the boo's hitbox. And also from being too far away. And it's really funny because when the vacuum goes inside the boo's hitbox, it'll cackle constantly. You'll just run through those cackles like almost instantly. Alright, so this is Van Gore. Bantering about how you've been destroying his life's work. And he shall show you the mastery of his art. He will just bring all those ghosts to life from the paintings. And yeah, he's kind of been like the one responsible for spawning all those ghosts in the mansion, kinda. I think that's the lore. So far so good. He has not dropped a single triple. And he was really fast on the triple with the grabbers as well. Alright, playing it a little bit safe, that's good. $55.41 Van Gore. Alright, so that's looking to be like a 50... I want to say a 57... I'm not exactly sure, but We'll see once we get to the altar. Because I don't believe Pancakes goes for one cycle, King Boo. Alright, took care of Angor, now we're gonna grab this Boo here, which I mentioned he has like 300 HP. And, you know, you can only do so much damage to try to get it down to a one cycle, but I don't think it's possible, unless you probably, I don't know, it might have been done in a task once, but I don't remember. Uh-oh. Okay, so, funny thing, that Boo did not go through the wall. But, yeah, that is a good amount of HP to deal in a 2 cycle for Gary here. Oh, wait, oh, yeah. I think he miscounted. As you start to do damage on the second cycle, the Boo is going to double cackle because you're too far away. So you kind of have to be a bit mindful, just do less R pumps and also just follow the Boo to the door as you're doing damage. Oh dang, I didn't really check what his timer was at, but... Oh, it looks like, okay. Yeah, so it will be like a 58, for sure. He's gonna try and set up for a insta-ball shot here. Oh, okay, so I was wrong. He does know how to do one cycles. Oh, that was... whoa. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, he gets the one cycle, dude! Let's go! Alright, Pancakes finishes first with the 58-37. That was a great run. Especially showcasing that one cycle for King Boo. I wasn't sure. I didn't really know if he went for it or not. I didn't think he did in his PB, but that was great. Alright, looks like Pancakes doesn't want to do an interview. Well, GG's to you. Congrats on the win there. You are going to be facing Flauk in the next match in Losers Round 4. So yeah, GG's. Congrats on the win, and thanks for showcasing a very solid run. You know, despite some of those mistakes that happened in Area 3 and 4, I will just say that, like, you guys had very similar things happen to both of your runs. You guys had like very similar RNG almost throughout the run. Okay, and Gary's able to... he has done enough damage to go for a 2 cycle. Just going to hope that he does enough damage necessary and King Boo doesn't try to pull any... Yep, I knew it. That's a thing he will just pull, is that, like, if King Boo gets too close to Bowser's body, he just, like, I guess... yeah, something just triggers the Boo to banking booth, just go back inside. Okay, I will hit done. Okay. Well, a 1 hour 58 minute is still a very good time. But yeah, this run was a lot closer than I actually thought it was going to be. And so that made for some very interesting moments. Like, my favorite part was definitely the part where, unfortunately, Pancake's losing the Bananas Boo, but it did get them synced up going into the altar room. Or the Astral Hall, not the altar. Astral. So yeah, Gary, if you want to hop in for an interview, you are welcome to do so. I will send you an invite, in case you want to talk about the run. But if not, I will just mention that we will have more races tomorrow. The first one's going to be with Red versus Pablo. That's going to be an exciting run to watch. Same channel, and it'll happen at 2 p.m. or I'm sorry, 3 p.m. Eastern. So, excuse me. Look forward to that if you're interested. Okay. Looks like Gary will not join for an interview. But GG's, Gary, thanks for showcasing a really good run. And you too, Pancakes. And tomorrow we also have a run, which I'm going to be racing against Electric Miles at 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, that will about do it for this match. As I mentioned, Pancakes is going to be moving on to race against Flauk, and that'll be it for Gary. He has been eliminated. So that'll do it for this match. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.